What's up, Knicks Nation? Got an action-packed show. There's four teams that may be around when the dust settles for Giannis Antetokounmpo. A new place that really scares me. Not a big market, but pretty scary. Of course, those guys in South Beach and that damn Pat Riley. Oh my God. They thrown their hat in the ring for Giannis. And they may have a clear edge that no other team has. We're going to talk about that tonight on Level-Headed Knicks Talk. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan. And I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. And you know the vibes, man. Tell a friend that we live, man. Welcome to the show. I appreciate y'all for being here. Big time salute to everybody that's in the chat. I do appreciate all of the supporters, the channel members, especially the subscribers, and everybody who rocks with this show. Smash that like button on the way in so more cool Knicks fans can check out this video. And also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. But if you are a subscriber, consider joining the channel. Salute to the super producer Maxine in the chat. I do appreciate you. Like she says, let's try to get this to 100 likes. And we are on the road to 10K. So all of your support, hitting the like button, hitting the hype button, all of those buttons help us grow and reach our goal. I do want to take the time to salute to all the channel members in the building early as well. My man Mellow Mike early, I see you. Salute to Buzzer Beater. I appreciate you, Buzzer Beater. Zach, Nyla, big time salute. I appreciate you. And to all you guys that come in. Now, I'm going to start the show off. Since I'm showing love and saluting, I want to salute some of my beloved channel members recently for their support. I got to give a big time salute to Crim's dad because, you know, it was great seeing him back. He's always a character. He always has a lot of interesting comments in the chat, but also salute to the Bapones, the OG Knicks fan, my dad for joining the channel as well, Brian Mack, BKNY 1982, and Tugboat Taylor. Big time salute to you guys for your support. As always, and to some of our other MVP donors, my man Pope Steph, of course, FS Wisdom channel member, I appreciate you as well. The great Buzzer Beater, my man King, and AP, one of the first channel mods on this channel. I do appreciate all of you guys for your support, man. Hey, y'all. Let me tell you something. Hey, Crims, that I seen that comment. He said, second home Miami, Heat not in South Beach. They play downtown. That is true. I actually been there. They don't play in South Beach. They do play downtown. You got to go across the bridge. Yeah, to all the Miami people, to all my New York people that live down there, you know what I'm talking about. So, no, they don't play there. Technically, I like that angle, Crims, that. But big time salute to everybody in the building, man. We'll definitely be back tonight as well. We got a Knicks Nocturnal. We'll be talking about Giannis, some more Giannis. I think tonight I'm going to really give y'all my realistic 2 trade packages that I want to do. And then we got a whole lot of other topics like Towns and all of that. We're going to have fun tonight on Knicks Nocturnal. So be sure to tune in for that if you are a vampire. And I will get into it, man. So, of course, we spoke about this yesterday. We actually broke the news during the Blue and Orange Breakfast Show. Shams tweeted out that Giannis is willing to be traded before the trade deadline. That was major news. And the theme this week has been, I told you so. And that's what it is. So we're going to get into that. Oh, before I continue as well, I just want to let you know there has been some changes. So remember I kept talking about the 3-minute call-up show rule. So when I get to the calls, right, you have to listen for this sound.
Let's go.
So when you hear the let's go and the clock ticking, that means you're on the clock. And at the end of the clock, if throughout the duration you'll hear 1 minute left, you'll hear all these warnings. Once we get to the end, that's it. The call is over. So no worries. If you are a caller, you will be able to hear this on your end as well. So that's one change we made. And of course, if you want me to break down something in the chat, you could always send a super chat over or a Cashapp to $TheObjectiveFan. So we have some structure to the show. And also, if your call gets cut short, there's a $5 callback action. So I just want to let you know, we making changes, man. We making changes. I'm going to go right into research mode, man. And there's a new team that has entered the fold that I am scared of. And that team is the Minnesota Timberwolves. I am scared of the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Miami Heat has an interesting angle. I'm going to get to that. But Minnesota, man, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Minnesota. Okay? They got Ant-Man. They have Ant-Man, but Sham said there's 4 likely spots. And that is the Knicks, Heat, Warriors, and Timberwolves. The Bucks, in all talks, have asked for a blue chip young player or draft picks. I need you guys to realize that they're not just asking for young talent. They are also considering to take draft picks because they are in rebuild mode. They're trying to get the first pick in the draft or the top 3 pick, because any one of those 3 guys that's coming out could be superstars. And then who's Giannis? And they can sell that to the Milwaukee. Oh, you heard that soundbite, by the way? That is, let me pause that. Let me stop that. That's the alert to let you know you have 1 minute. I'm glad I kept it running. But anyway, let me keep cooking. All right. So look, when we talk about, the offer, a lot of you guys are getting hooked up on the fact that Knicks don't have picks. We talked about the Jrue Holiday option, where you would send Bridges to Portland, and then they will send picks to Milwaukee, and you could send OG there, or you could get a 4th team involved that could possibly send more picks. So there's ways around the picks. All right. There's ways around the young player. This is why I still think the Knicks have the best chance, and I'm going to tell you why later. But Minnesota is a concern. Now, the only thing that gives us the edge over Minnesota is the fact that we are big market. We are big market. Big market means he becomes a bigger star. He doesn't become a bigger star in Minnesota. Minnesota becomes the title favorites. But Ant-Man and Giannis, how do you stop that? It's crazy because Giannis can play point guard and Ant-Man could be the 2 guard. That's what Ant-Man needs. He needs somebody to play point guard. And I know it sounds crazy to some of you, especially if you don't watch Milwaukee like that. But Giannis is a point guard, bro. I hate to break it to you. He definitely is. He just can't shoot. That's his only problem. And another thing about Minnesota, because more than likely they'll throw Gobert in there. But this is what Shams is saying. They're getting some aggressive offers right now, including all-star caliber players, multiple draft picks. They're going to sit through offers this week and next week. So no deal, according to Shams, is getting done this week. So we will be talking about Giannis every single goddamn day because you know it's going to be something new. But this is according to Shams once again. The Bucks have indicated to teams they are in no rush and will wait to the offseason, but there's a double-edged sword there. Giannis will have a little bit more control come the offseason. Facts. That's why I'm thinking that this trade happens before the deadline. I don't think they wait to the offseason. Because what are you going to do? You're going to sit Giannis out the rest of the year? I don't know if Giannis wants to do that. Giannis might want to, catch one of them awards. I don't know. So this is what it is. But the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, are the most scary team, bro. I'm just keeping it real. Hold on, let me see if I got. I'm gonna be going through a whole lot of little quotes and sources and different. I'm gonna be bouncing all the way around, jumping all the way around. All right. Then I see this, like it's crazy. It's just the news is wild, right? There's multiple people, multiple insiders. And then we talking about the Sixers as well. The Sixers as well. What the hell is going on? Now listen to this. I'm going to stick to Minnesota really quickly though. Minnesota doesn't currently have a tradable first round pick, but Stein and Fisher hear that, so that's two sources, two insiders, hear that Antetokounmpo has quietly had the Timberwolves in his thoughts for some time and would be intrigued by the possibility of teaming up with the star guard Anthony Edwards. While Giannis doesn't hold a no trade clause, he'll have some leverage in the Bucks trade talk, since any potential trade partner that would be reluctant to give up a massive haul for a player who could reach free agency and head elsewhere in 2027. See that? So Giannis really holds the leverage. Giannis really holds the leverage. But I'm telling you right now, Ant-Man is young. Ant-Man is willing to, I'm not going to say take a back seat, but while he is an alpha, I've also seen some sidekick tendencies. I'll just put it like that. I remember when he said SGA is amazing and he's just, I learned from SGA. I'm like, huh? Even if that's true, you shouldn't share that. You shouldn't share that. Kobe would never say nothing like that. Hell, Kobe would have never said nothing like that while he was playing about MJ. And we all know he played like MJ. We all know that Kobe got everything from MJ. I don't think he would have said that while he was playing. Right? Fierce competitor. These guys, it's a new day. But I can see him being like, yo, Giannis, this is your team. They got some young players. They got 2 picks. They get more during the summertime. So if I'm Milwaukee, and Minnesota will commit to the deal, maybe we say, hey, let's do the deal in the offseason. I don't know. Minnesota's going to be like, hey, this is the offer now, but in the offseason, I'm pulling back. But the longer they wait to trade Giannis, the more leverage Giannis has. The question is, will Giannis use his leverage? Now, that other team, Golden State, at first I thought that they would be really strong in the race. I think that they're probably in last place. Because, I mean, Steph is great, best point guard in NBA history. But Steph is not what he once was. His health is not the same. He's still an assassin, but if you have to trade Jimmy Butler and Kuminga to get Giannis, yes, they have the same team, but is that team a favorite to win a championship? I don't know. But Minnesota could flip Gobert easily, flip him like a flapjack, and put them 2 picks in there with McDaniels, and the deal is done. Because 2 picks, I think they'll take that. And then Rudy Gobert, I'm not sure how many years he has on his deal, but maybe you flip him in another trade. There'll be always teams looking to get a defensive player of the year, I guess. I don't know. Or do you just do Randall and McDaniels and you keep Gobert? I mean, there's different ways they can do it. But see, here's the problem with Minnesota. If they don't trade Gobert, because Giannis wants to be the point forward, you're going to have money issues. And Minnesota ducked the second eight. Remember? They went to the Western Conference 3 years. I think they're the only team to go to the Western Conference Finals 3 years in a row. Well, Boston did it, right? And Boston could get back again this year. But besides them in Boston, no team has gone to the conference finals 3 straight times. So that's a major key for them, right? Now, there's still a small market. I just can't see Giannis doing that. Listen, we'll be back with more after these messages.
The Objective Knicks fan is officially partnering with creators and brands this year. If you have a product, service, business, or personal brand and you want exposure to thousands of passionate New York Knicks fans, turnkey promotional opportunities are now available. Here's what's being offered. Ad rotations, a 30-second ad placed throughout a full episode, including the opening and mid-show breaks. Maximum visibility with links in the description, reaching both live viewers and replay audiences. Now we have the Business Spotlight, a full 30-minute interview feature highlighting your brand, your journey, and how fans can support you. Includes logo placement in the thumbnail, direct links in the description, cross-promotion across platforms, and permanent evergreen content on the channel. And last, we have co-host opportunities, where you can appear as an official co-host on the Blue and Orange Breakfast Show or Knicks Nocturnal. Your name in the title, in the thumbnail, equal airtime, and full promotional support across the Objective Knicks Fan Network. To activate and grow with us, go to linktree.com/theobjectivefan now.
Big time salute to Maxine for another nice message. If you're interested in working with us in any capacity, you could definitely hit the link tree, the link that's on the screen and in the description, linktree/theobjectivefan. And we could work together, just let us know what you want. And also the email is also in the link tree, info@thisweekinsidethenix.com. Big time salute to everybody in the building. Big time support as you guys enter the show. Continue to smash that like button, man. And also, we on the road to 10,000 subs. So we need your help and support. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And if you are a subscriber, consider joining the channel. Big time salute to everybody in the building. I do appreciate you for rocking with me, man. Big time. My man J-Tap trying to throw me under. Come on, J-Tap. You going to do me like that? But big time salute to you, Knicks Tape Matters Discord server channel member. Big time salute to my man BS10258. I feel you. Oh, yeah. I hear you. I see you. Big time salute to all the channel members. My man JJP NYC. Let's go, man. Yeah, I got a couple of more things I want to get into before I open up the lines. So Mark Stein, he recently wrote this. And, everyone's talking about the Bucks right now and Giannis. More importantly, forget the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And there's a good chance that he's going to be traded, I think, before the deadline. But there is a possibility that he will wait till next week. Now, it's also believed that Antetokounmpo, who continues to be described by numerous sources as wanting to head for the exit ramp sooner than later without explicitly asking for it himself. See, that is the problem. That's the problem for New York City. He's not asking for the goddamn trade. Doesn't mean we won't get him. We're just going to have to be very creative to convince Milwaukee to deal with us. I'm going to give you my realistic, my deals that work later on Knicks Nocturnal. But I really do believe the big trade bargaining chip is Drew Holiday for Mikal Bridges. Get those picks back to Milwaukee. Remember, they have 3 of Milwaukee's picks. So that means Milwaukee can control their own destiny. They can tank for the next 4 years, however long it takes for them to, build whatever young superstars they draft. If they don't get a shot this year, they can do, go at it the next couple of years because they got their picks. So we could send them back their picks. And that might be more valuable, right? That might be something that the Bucks will weigh over a team like a Minnesota doing the trade, right? A team like who else? Who else is in the deal? Miami, using their picks. Because if you could get your own picks back, that'll put you in a power position. Versus if you get Miami Heat picks and he's winning championships, those picks are not going to be good picks. So the goal is for us to help you get your picks back. I will probably use one of the Portland trades in the deal, but I'm going to have a couple of deals for you guys tonight that will be like surefire deals. But Giannis Antetokounmpo is the problem. He has to ask for the trade to New York. And more than likely, if he doesn't come to New York, it's because he does not ask loud enough for a trade to New York, and he has other options, which is something that it really like boggles my mind. Why would you want to go to another Milwaukee in Minnesota? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. Big time salute to these places. These are great places. I'm not trying to knock the cities. I'm just talking about market size. You want to be the biggest star in the world. You want to expand your brand to be a multi-billionaire. You got to come to New York City. It only makes sense. It only makes sense. I don't understand the logic of going to another Milwaukee in Minnesota. And him not forcing his way out gives Milwaukee the out to not play him and to trade him in the offseason, increasing their odds of getting a first-round pick, a higher first-round pick. And so that's my issue. And yeah, that's the Stein line. I just wanted that quote just to show you that. Now, where should I go? Should I go to Miami first, or should I go to what gives New York the edge? I'm gonna go to New York. I'm gonna save them haters in Miami for last. Right? I'm gonna save Pat Riley and them douchebags in Miami, South Beach, wherever the hell city you want to claim. Anyway, Doc Rivers may have just given the Knicks Giannis pursuit an unexpected boost. Salute the Daily Knicks. They always got great angles, and you know, I read Daily Knicks a lot. They brought something up that was interesting, right? Now, speaking with reporters ahead of the Bucks' loss to the Philadelphia 76ers on Tuesday night, Doc Rivers said Joel Embiid is the most talented player he's ever coached. I'm so mad. I got some new sounds. I didn't upload them to the soundboard. But wait till tonight. Tonight, my soundboard gonna be lit tonight. I got some new sounds. I didn't get a chance to load them up. But what the hell is this with Doc? You still coaching Giannis technically. You couldn't even wait for the brother to get traded. It just shows you how dirty this game is, bro. It just shows you how dirty the game of basketball is, yo. How the hell you talking about Joel Embiid is the most talented player you coach just because they kicked your butt on Tuesday, and now you talking about, but to make it even worse, they kicked your butt on Tuesday, and then now Joel Embiid is the most talented player that I ever coached. Now it might be true, because if you want to base it on basketball skills, I more than likely would give Embiid that nod. Embiid, to me, is one of the best. He has one of the best big man packages all time on offense. He is one of the most craftiest big men you ever seen, because he can shoot threes, but that's not all he does. He operates out the mid-range. He's the only center that sets pick and pops from 20 feet in. No one else does that. They all pop it from 30 feet out. So it might be a true statement, but this ain't the time to be real. What if Giannis seen that and like, you know what? Get me the hell up out of here. Get me to New York. I was telling a very, 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 very Hall of Fame player that I coached that Joel Embiid is the most talented player that I ever coached. And he was like, what? And I was like, he is. Question for no one in particular. Is Doc trying his darnest to coax Giannis into requesting a trade? Ooh, is that the reverse angle? Get him even more mad so he can ask to get the hell up out of here? Or is he just hoping to get himself fired? Or maybe it's both. Ooh, Doc wants out. It was a wacky ass situation. What team fires a coach that's 30 and 12? What team does that? Oh, I want to be loyal to Milwaukee forever. I told y'all he was capping. I keep saying I told you so, man. So if you're not subscribed yet and you heard me say I told you so before, yeah, I think now is the time to hit the subscribe button, because I do this consistently, brother. And I go live twice a day. So Giannis' situation in Milwaukee's getting weird. No, Giannis won't demand a trade in New York just because Dot said that, of course. But it can hurt, especially with the general awkwardness of this situation with Milwaukee. Between the Milwaukee Bucks tumbling down the standings, right? Giannis calling out his team prior to his latest calf injury. And I don't know, the two-time MVP actually asking to get shipped to New York this past offseason. J-Tap. See, I'm not the only one that said that. Yeah, we could read, right? But so it doesn't matter that he's said he will not request a trade. Having second thoughts about your current squad decision is basically a rite of passage for one team superstars. And let's be real, Giannis ain't fooling anyone with his previous assertion that he can't control. Okay, yeah, exactly, Giannis. If you can't control it, why are you pitching 4 teams? So, yeah, this is a good read. If you want to check this out, the rest on Daily Knicks. But, yeah, Doc Rivers, could he be expediting the Giannis trade by kind of throwing some smut in his face, talking about the brother is the most talented player you ever coached? That's a little weird to me. I don't know. And this would be the last New York take, then I get to Miami. All right, them damn Miami Heats. You know what? I might get into a call before I get to there. So if you guys want to call, I will call you back in the order if I miss your call. So check this out. Ian Begley said this. Giannis Antetokounmpo stated privately that he wanted to play in New York as recently as this past offseason. And part of the reason he wanted to come here, I was told, was that it was enticed by the idea of winning a title in New York, something the Knicks hadn't done since 1973. Let me tell y'all something right now. If that is true, and Giannis wants to come here for that, he honestly jumps up on my list all the time. How many stars go to a place where they hadn't won a championship with the goal of helping them close the gap in 50 years? I know he did it in Milwaukee technically, but he didn't choose to go there. He was drafted there. That's a noble request. Of course, this is according to Ian Begley. With Ian Begley, he's usually on the money. Not to say that he gets everything right, but he's usually on the money. And I believe that take. I definitely do believe that take, man. And before I get to Miami, I'm gonna definitely take some calls. Let me get the number up on the screen. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. All right. And I will be back with your calls after these messages.
Quick shout out to one of our partners, Self. A lot of people don't realize how much your credit impacts your real life options, where you can live, what you can drive, even the kind of opportunities you can access. Self is a platform designed to help you build and strengthen your credit in a smart, structured way. It's not about quick fixes. It's about turning consistency into leverage. Whether you're rebuilding, starting fresh, or just trying to put yourself in a stronger financial position, Self gives you tools to help create real financial structure over time. If improving your credit and setting up your financial foundation is one of your goals this year, check out Self through the link in the description. Self. Build your credit, build your options.
Big time salute to Maxine once again for a lovely message. Definitely check out one of our sponsors, Self. They have a great offer. You get a nice discount if you go through our Linktree link, Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. Link is in the description. It's financial tools for long-term positioning. So I'm going to get into some calls before I get into Miami. If you want to call up, let me know. And remember, we are on the hard clock. All right? 3 minutes. So you're going to hear the timer. It's a hard clock. Once it goes out, the call is over. So you got to get your calls off in time.
My dog.
How's it going, man? D, LA, talk to me, brother. I'm putting you on the clock, my brother. Let's go.
I'm keep it short. Leon, Leon Rose, this is your legacy. This is your legacy. If you don't get Giannis, we better win the championship with Mikal Bridges, because it's going to be said that you traded 5 picks for Giannis for Bridges when you had an opportunity to get Giannis. You knew this was coming. I believe there are two most important rings in American sports, is the Dallas Cowboys and the Knicks ring.
Yes.
It's
Facts.
clearly a legacy play for Giannis. It's been known already, because he can go to the Lakers. He's just another big man in the Lakers' history. He can go to Miami. They won recently with LeBron. You come to the Knicks, you win that ring as Giannis, automatically top 10. Easy, right? So it's always been a legacy play. Here's the thing, though, because I know you're about to get to Miami. The thing about Miami is Giannis is on a 1-year rental. If Miami gets Giannis for 1 year, Giannis is retiring a Miami Heat, because you're not leaving Miami for New York. Pat Riley is not letting Giannis walk out the door to New York City. And Giannis is the loyal kind of dude. International players typically don't want to move around. They don't really know America that much anyway. But we cannot let him go to Miami. I'm not too worried about, what's it called, Golden State, because that's the West Coast. He's Greek. Traveling from the West Coast is too much.
Right.
Lee, this is on you, bruh. This is your legacy. I don't care what other Knicks fans are going to say. If we do not win a championship with Mikal Bridges, the narrative is going to be you traded 5 picks for Mikal when Giannis was always clearly looking to be a Knick. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Big time salute, man. I appreciate you. All right. That's my man D from LA calling up, man. Great call.
1 minute.
You hear that? That's the 1 minute. So if he would have continued going, he would have heard that. But yeah, good. He didn't even need the 3 minutes, man. And also, listen, if you can't call up, you could always send in the super. I will break down your point. There's a couple of things he said on the call, and I'm loving it. And this is why I like talking to my man D from LA, because he always has great points, whether you agree with him or not. It's not always about agreement, right? I like people that can come with a different perspective, or a perspective that the average person doesn't have. The one thing I loved about his call was he called out Leon Rose. Leon Rose has to get this trade done. Now, granted, if Giannis says he wants to go to Minnesota, I'm not going to put that on Leon. But if the report comes out that, I didn't want to trade OG Anunoby. I didn't want to trade this person. Yeah, I didn't want to move that person. Yeah, Leon, you're going to get the smoke. Sorry, you're going to get the smoke. You got to give up whatever it takes. I don't care. I don't give a damn whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Because you're not going to give up Brunson, right? So Brunson and Giannis, I take my odds with those two any day of the week. Any day of the week. Brunson would be the best player that Giannis has ever played with. I mean, if you want to argue Drew Holiday, Drew Holiday definitely was incredible. I got him as top 5 two-way point guard all time. But I'm taking Brunson over him, even though Brunson doesn't have the defense. But Brunson, he's the best clutch player in the league right now. Best clutch player that Giannis has ever played with. He'll take the pressure. They'll take the pressure off each other. And I just think that it's a recipe for success. And you're not going to have to butcher your whole team. Later, I'm going to give you some packages. And I'm going to show you that you don't have to give up your team. You might have to take Drew Holiday, but I think Drew Holiday could give you another solid 2 years. If you had to take him to get Giannis, I think Drew Holiday is good for another 2 years. Now, that 3rd and 4th year, you might want to come off of him, but you get there, you cross that bridge when you get there. The bottom line is you have to go get that man, Giannis Antetokounmpo. There's other teams that's willing to give up whatever to get him. You've seen the reports. That's why I started with the reports, not my opinion. I started with the reports so you can see that there is competition for Giannis, but the goal is not to convince Milwaukee. The goal is to convince Giannis. I don't give a damn what Milwaukee's talking about. We want this, that. Listen, if Giannis puts his foot down, which he hasn't, and it's really getting on my damn nerves, they could wait till the summer. And Giannis, what type of player would you be? What type of superstar are you to sit and wait and do what Milwaukee tell you to do? Your coach doesn't rock with you no more. You're not the most talented player he's ever played with. 2-time MVP, finals MVP, had 50 in the finals. How many dudes had 50 in the finals? And so your coach threw you under the bus. Those people in Milwaukee lied to you in your face. Another thing, too, and when I say they lied in his face, they told him they were going to build a championship team, and clearly this team is just not a championship team. But another thing, too, Giannis top 10 all time, he said. Giannis top 10 all time. I'm telling you right now, I was going to go there. I was going to say that. I said that, but I said he'll be one of the greatest. No, I based on how the media and the way, you know, things are painted, that New York championship will be highly coveted. This is what I was saying about Hartenstein. I understand he thought that he was going to go make more money in OKC. But at that last year, he's not going to get that last year. He's going to be a free agent. Not to say that he can't get a nice contract, but he's not getting that $29 million he thought that he was going to get. If he would have stayed in New York and we won the championship in New York, he would be remembered forever. Right? And so Giannis has to weigh that on his mind. That's why I'm glad that Ian said that Giannis wants to win the championship in New York, because it'll put him up there instantly. You're up there with Tim Duncan and those guys. And I think that has to be the mentality of Giannis. Now, Miami, those little slide devils, oh my God. Let me tell you something, man. The one thing D said on that call that really worried me is if he goes to Miami, he's staying in Miami. Talking about Pat Riley. We're talking about the fake Heat culture. Yeah, I'm going there. Miami Heat culture is fake. There's no Heat culture. The only reason why they win is because they're able to get LeBron. They're able to get Shaq. They're able to get all that talent, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen, all of those guys. They were able to get those guys. Not trying to knock them. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get the guys to help you win the championship. But we're not going to act as though they built it from the ground up. They're from the mud with it. They're not. Look at their team now. Does that team look like Miami Heat culture? What culture is that? The issue was Jimmy wasn't good enough to get them to the championship. And so now they're looking for a Giannis because that's what it takes. I love Jimmy, but he's not on NBA first team. Incredible in the finals. I mean, in the playoffs. Incredible. The way he raises his game up, but not good enough to get over the hump. 646-995-8389. If y'all want to call up before I get into this Miami stuff, I'm curious to see what you guys got to say. By the way, remember, we're on the hard clock. You hear that?
Let's go.
When you hear that, let's go. You on the clock. You better go. You better go. All right. So, yeah, man. I'll get into Miami while you call as well. Let's do that too. But yeah, great call by my man D. He said a lot of valuable things, gave a lot of valuable insight, and I think that Miami's a concern. Now, here's something that I know the Miami Heat fans went crazy with. And honestly, Miami scares me because Pat Riley, he's sly and he has relationships. I didn't get a chance to Google the Bucks GM to see if there's any ties to Miami or Pat Riley. If they have any ties to Miami or Pat Riley, he's going to Miami. You know, Pat Riley has a way of throwing his weight around, and people that he either coached or people that he had around him, they love him and they're willing to send him whatever for whatever. I think the NBA needs to look into that Kyle Lowry for Terry Rozier trade, even though Terry Rozier got caught up in the scandal, and maybe that was part of the reason why the Hornets was willing to give him up like that. But it's some strange things going on, and the politics of basketball, as I always say, is just nasty. It's always going to be nasty work. All right. Now, Giannis Antetokounmpo's mom causes trade rumor frenzy with the Heat photo. Now, I don't got the photo here, Damn, hold on. Don't got the photo here. Hold on. I'm gonna try to show y'all the photo. But it's a photo of him in Miami. Let me see if oh no, I can't do it like this. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. I'm gonna try to get y'all the photo really quickly. But there's a photo of him back in the day in Miami. Okay. Give me 2 seconds to get this for y'all so y'all can see. Y'all gotta see it. You gotta see it. It only helps to have the visuals. I usually block out the visuals for, you know, copyright reasons and stuff like that. And I don't like to show them just random images like that. But I'm gonna put it up there just for you guys, because you guys rock with me, man. But the pictures, you gotta see the pictures. You gotta see the pictures. So I'm making this little fine adjustment right now as we speak. How should be good now. Let's refresh. Hold on. Let me refresh the page. All right, bam. So these are the images, all right? So Giannis Antetokounmpo's mother picked an interesting time to reminisce. Veronica Antetokounmpo shared a throwback photo on Facebook of the two-time former MVP and Defensive Player of the Year standing on the court at Cashapp Center, home of the Miami Heat. After a Wednesday report, this is the key to it. She posted it after a Wednesday report that the Bucks star forward wants a trade. Although Veronica, a former high jumper in Nigeria, big time salute to her, didn't include a caption in her post, the snapshot of her son in the 305 was enough to get fans buzzing about a potential Antetokounmpo Heat union. The Heat have been linked to Antetokounmpo in recent trade rumors over the past few months, and he and Miami star Bam Adebayo have the same agent. Alex Sarastisis. Sorry if I butchered the last name. ESPN reported earlier Wednesday that Antetokounmpo wants to trade out of Milwaukee as soon as February 5th. Several teams made aggressive offers, and we know Miami Heat is one of them. However, the Bucks are not rushing to trade their star player without getting young talent at a good price and or surplus of picks. All right? Now, the 10-time All-Star reportedly informed the Bucks that he wants out earlier in the season. Knicks considered, and by the way, this is his mom. Okay? Him and his mom. All right? But this is the photo that she posted that everyone is going crazy for. This is the photo. Why would she post this right after the news break? Why would she do that? Why? I tell you why. Because he's going to go to the Miami Heat. That's what some believe. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to Miami Heat. But one thing I'm going to say is this. We know how loyal he is. Okay, finally, they give love to his Defensive Player of the Year, 2020 Defensive Player of the Year, right? Okay. Knicks will also consider his preferred destination, but she didn't post up a picture of Madison Square Garden. She didn't post up a picture of Times Square. She didn't put up a picture of Yankee Stadium. She didn't put up a picture of not Shea Stadium, damn, Citi Field. She didn't put up no images of those stadiums. She didn't put the Statue of Liberty picture when they went to the Statue of Liberty for the first time and they came to America. She didn't put that up there. She put Miami up there. What say you? What do you think about that? His mom getting into the fray. Did his mom launch a notion that he could be up out of there and go to Miami? You know what they say about mamas, boys. We love our mamas. We all love our mamas. But if his mama's in his ear, she's like, listen, I like going to South. You know I love going to South Beach, boy. We could go get a nice little house right there on the water, and I could watch you win championships in my favorite place, Miami. That's a lot of pressure right there. I can't see him double-crossing mom for New York, especially if this is where mom wants to be. What are your thoughts on this? Now, I'm concerned. I'm a little concerned about Miami. Not as much as I am Minnesota, believe it or not. I feel like Minnesota has Ant-Man, something that no other team has. No other team has Ant-Man. The youngest guy that he could pair with that's like a superstar, and they could be superstars together. It's a guaranteed championship. I think it's a guaranteed championship if he comes play with Brunson too. But we don't know what's in the mind of Giannis Antetokounmpo. So, trying to see the pick that hold on. Okay, yeah, here it goes. It's also believed that Giannis Antetokounmpo, who continues to be described by numerous sources as wanting to head to the exit ramp sooner than later without explicitly asking for it himself, weird, right? He's yet to force his way to a particular new team or two. That's crazy, which still could happen, of course. Especially if Milwaukee's like, well, listen, Giannis, we gonna wait till the offseason to trade you. What? You gonna wait till when? Well, Giannis, to be fair, you never really asked us to trade you. Like, you never demanded it. You never came in the office and said, man, you better send me to MSG or else. You never told us that in the office. We want you to be here in Milwaukee forever, Giannis. We don't have any desire to trade you. And if we do decide to trade you, it'll be after we get AJ, the kid from BYU. Because that doesn't mean top of the summer. That could mean, all right, we'll see where we at on draft night. If we get the number one pick, does that influence our decision? Why would you, as a superstar as Giannis, give them that option? It doesn't make any goddamn sense to me, and he's not forcing his way. You surely know that the Heat have held back on making the best possible trade offers it could have for players such as Damian Lillard, Kevin Durant, and most recently John Morant. Miami has been clinging to its most coveted draft capital for the right all-star pursuit. And they have draft capital, y'all. And this appears to be it. The Heat's best offer is presumed to be a package headlined by Wisconsin's native Tyler Hero, who's still young and has experience. Big man Khalil Ware, who's a talented young guy. And tradable first round picks in 2030 and 2032. Now, honestly, and I'm going to talk about this tonight, I think this trade pales in comparison to what the Knicks could offer. I'm keeping it real. I think the Knicks could put together a way more clever package than this. While I understand Tyler Hero is an all-star, he ain't all of that. He ain't that. He all right. But if I could give you your own picks from Portland back, that makes those picks more valuable. So we could give them more valuable picks. We could give them OG Anunoby. We could even get them a young bull out of Portland. Not Shaden Sharp, but maybe we might could get them Scoot Henderson. You just never know. So now you get your picks back, Scoot Henderson and OG Anunoby. And now you could draft. Now you have the rights to control your own draft. Because if you get Hero in these picks, you're not controlling your destiny. You're going to be dealing with a Miami Heat team that you hope is bad in 2030. Who knows what the hell going to happen in 2030? How about I give you picks in the next 2 years? How about I give you your 2028 and your 2030? So now you know within the next 3 years, you control your own destiny versus having to wait another 4 years and hoping that the Miami Heat fall off. By the way, they never do. Miami always makes the playoffs every damn year. So good luck with that request. And you don't know how long Giannis may be dominant for. Giannis may continue to be dominant in 2032. You just never know. So, I mean, what say you, man? I mean, 646-995-8389. Call up. Let me know how you feel about Miami. I mean, I don't think the package is that strong. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, if I could get my picks back, bro, I'm doing that deal. You know what I'm saying? Because I should have never lost my picks in the first place. I really do believe that's the Knicks trump card. Is that they can offer those picks. And I think that's what Leon and the boys, I think that's what they're holding on to. And I think that's what they're working out. That 3-team deal, get those picks. And I think that will entice Milwaukee rather than getting, because whatever team you trade Giannis to and you get their picks, they're not going to be good picks. Big time salute to all the channel members in the building. My man JJ, I see you, man. Oh, man. J-Tat Mob, let's go. Let's go. Uh-oh. J-Tat said, you know, the fix is in. Yes, sir. My man Mellow Mike. Yeah, oh, that's facts. I see you. Big time salute to everybody in the building, man. Tyler does get hurt a lot. He definitely does. 646-995-8389. Call up. And if I miss your call, I'll definitely get you back on the line. Hey, what's going on? Right from the ATL.
Okay.
All right, man. Oh, can you? Oh, you said you can't hear me? Hold on 2 seconds. If you make this quick adjustment. Adjustment. Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, I hear you. You still
Can you hear
sound
me
low.
now? You hear me? Oh, hold on. What's going
You hear me?
on with my mic? I hear you, but
Hey, you know what?
what's going on?
Maybe we reading too much into this. Maybe they just happened to be in Miami. He took the picture. Or maybe his moms want him to be in Miami, but he want to be in New York, and he can't make his mind up on where to go.
Right. Maybe. I mean, good point.
But maybe his moms don't like the cold.
Maybe. You see what I'm saying? Maybe. But she posted it on Wednesday.
Yeah. But I need to get in her ear because I need to tell her they have some torrential storms down there from time to time that New York don't have. I need to tell her about that and show her some old footage of them homes.
That's true. That could be your beach dream, your beach house dreams all washed away.
I'm like, Mama Antetokounmpo, you don't want your house to go away.
Listen, boy, you'll buy me another one.
Yeah, but you don't need to be. You might be in a home that goes away though. You don't know. It's crazy down there in Florida sometimes, man.
Yo, it's weird, bro. It's weird that she would post the photo, bro, that same day. Like, that's this. I don't know, man.
That's disheartening because I was thinking, the longer it takes, the better chance we got because it seems like they're waiting for February 1st for when Mikhail is available. Or they would have pulled the trigger.
Nah, 100%. That is, see, that you said something I was going to get to later. That could be the crux of the deal. That's why we're waiting close to the deadline because Mikhail can be traded on the 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's me putting my Colombo hat on. What's the hold up? If he knows what he if he want to go, and then he was about to fire his agent because the agent's not getting him where he want to go. It's taking a while, and you got February 1st is that key date that Mikhail could be bouncing. You know what I'm saying? And he wants to be traded right now, not the off season because he could sign his deal earlier, his extension.
Right.
So, but if we don't get him, I don't want Miami to get him. I don't want him to be on the East Coast.
That is the other part of the equation that people don't consider. You can't be so pigheaded thinking you're the best.
Right. Well, I don't want him to be in Miami. Let him go to Golden State. Then let him fight among the West Coast teams. If you're not coming to New York, man, because I don't want to see him.
Yeah, Minnesota is also something that's a little scary too. But small market team, why would he want to go back to a Minnesota?
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah.
So
I don't know,
yeah,
bro.
man.
Keep our fingers crossed.
My finger, I got 2 of them. It's too bad luck if I cross 2. I need Giannis bad, man. Come on. We can't mess this up. Leon, you got to do
10
something.
seconds.
Yeah, yeah. If he pull this off, he's gonna go down as the best executive in Knicks history, man.
That's a fact. I appreciate you, Rock. Big time salute to my man, Rock. That's how the call goes. So when it gets to the end, you hear the and then boom, it bangs. So that's how it's the system. It's not me, and you're on the clock. Once it hits 0, the call ends. But big time salute to my man, Rock. I do appreciate you, man. You said a lot of great things. And yeah. Keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. Hello, caller. Let the people know your name, where you calling from.
Karan, what's up? This is Darren from Florida, courtesy of Brooklyn.
Let's go, Darren.
Let's go.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good,
Listen.
man. Miami, they trying to take Giannis from us. What's up?
But if I'm honest, like if you go to Miami and they trade the pieces, you're gonna really winning with Bam and Norman Powell. I mean, come on. I mean, you could win if you went to Minnesota. I get it
Right.
with Ant-Man, but Minnesota like Milwaukee. You want a big market. You go to Golden State. You got Steph for 2 years. Okay, but then what do you got after that? Knicks gives you the most sustainable long chance because we in the East. Easier to come out of the East, obviously, than the West. You will own NYC if you bring one chip to us. And
That's a
it's
fact.
the big market you're looking for. Giannis just got to, you know what I mean, Karan? He just got to kind of toughen up here and be like, hey, send me to the Knicks. Send me
That's
to the
it.
Knicks. We trade Bridges, get 2 of their picks back. Hopefully we could ship Cat. I saw something where we could ship Cat maybe to the Pelicans and get Zion over to Milwaukee. I don't know how true that is. It's
No,
just
but
enough.
Zion, they don't want to trade Zion. To be fair, that report came out that they weren't trading him. But you have the right idea in mind. There's another guy they could get, Paolo. But go ahead.
Yeah, we could ship Cat. It don't have to be to Milwaukee, to somewhere else. We can make
Bingo.
this work. Leon got to get creative. We got to, about a week more to really plan this. If Giannis really want to come to the Knicks, he got to say it, and we offer the best route to come out of the East and long-term sustainability of going for a chip for the next 4 or 5 years.
I agree.
So I'm hoping, Karan. I mean, I don't want to get my hopes up, man, but man, seeing him in the Garden with Brunson and hopefully OG, man, it would be great. But if we got to trade OG, we got to trade Bridges, one of them. Hopefully it's Cat and Bridges, and we can keep OG, keep Brunson, and we'll figure out the rest. We will be a threat. The Garden will be lit. But that Miami, come on, man, you ain't winning nothing. You ain't coming out the East with that. Golden State, that's not sustainable. Maybe for 2 years, and it's tough to come out the West. And in Minnesota, yeah, that'll be tough, no doubt, but it's Minnesota. Come on, it ain't New York. You're talking about you want a big market.
Exactly.
Come on. It's here for you. The opportunity's here. Don't be like Donovan Mitchell.
Bingo.
Don't be like Donovan Mitchell, Giannis. Because they're going to respect. If you say the Knicks, they're going to try to work with you.
Yep.
You know?
10
So
seconds.
let's hope. All right, Karan. Salute, man. Keep doing your thing.
Big time salute. I appreciate you, brother.
All right, man. Peace.
All right. Hey, what's going on, brother? State your name. Let the people know where you're calling from.
Yeah, this is Rock Brown calling for NYC.
No doubt.
Far
Let's go,
Rockaway.
brother. Far Rockaway in the house.
You know it. You know it.
Let's go.
I feel you, brother. So talk to me. How you feeling? Are you concerned about Miami?
Nah, not really. Because, the Knicks got better pieces to trade off for Giannis. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And like you said, if Giannis want a bigger market. New York is definitely a bigger market. And also, on top of it, he got a better chance of getting multiple championships with the pieces that the Knicks have. They got young players right now that's developing. And at the same time, there's still some trades that they could make to get another veteran later on down the line, whether it's a year or 2 years. If Giannis could be there for at least 5, I could see him with Brunson, heart. You know what I'm saying? I can see him playing with these guys. Definitely OG. Come on, these are guys that's going to be there for a while. But we do know that they are going to have to break up some pieces.
Of
You know,
course.
just like, you know, they got to get rid of Cat and then Bridges. And one person I hate that they might have to release in order to make some type of trade is Deuce. And
Yeah,
you
Deuce
know,
might. Yep. Yeah.
Deuce is loved in New York.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would hate to
Oh, yeah.
see Deuce go, but you know how it is. It's still a business.
Still a business, baby. And yo, we never had a player of this caliber, so we got to make the move now.
Exactly. So whatever the Knicks got to do right now, Leon Rose, let me tell you, he'll go down in history as the best negotiator on the Knicks end right now, except for when they got Patrick Ewing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So right now, they just need to do what they need to do.
I agree, brother. I agree, man. And it just makes so much sense. Like, I believe when Ian Begley said that New York, he wants to win here because we hadn't had a championship since '73, and he would love to bring a championship here. That would be a noble mission, brother.
It definitely would be. Maybe if they get him for now, maybe they might not win it this year.
No, it's next year. Next year will be the goal.
It's going to be next year when they have
100%.
pieces, everybody put together where they know they're not making no trades even at next year's deadline. And just
Bingo.
let the whole squad stay together for one full year that they're going to end up with.
That's how it would work.
Especially when the summer trades come.
Exactly.
You know, there are going to be people out there. And that
Of course. Yep.
that one extra guard that they would love to have, they could do it.
Yep. I agree with you, brother. But thank you for your call, man. I appreciate you, brother. Big time salute. Yo, man, big time salute. Keep the calls coming. By the way, if I miss your call, I will call you back. And if you can't call up, feel free to send in a donation, and I definitely will respond to your message, because I know, you know, you just getting off of work and the kid's going crazy, or you just can't call up because you're doing something, but you still want to participate with the show. You can do that, and I will take care of you. I do got a couple of more calls I got to get to. 646-995-8389. We're talking about Giannis to Miami. Oh, my God. Hey, brother, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, bro?
Let your people know your name and where you calling from.
I'm June from Queens.
Hey, big time salute, June from Queens. Let's go.
All right, man. I love Giannis. I want Giannis here.
I hear
but
you.
Are we sure that we gonna be much better? I know I'm gonna be that guy. We got Jalen Brunson shooting about 47 or 48% from the field, 38% from three, and he's clutch. He's just Dame Lillard. It's the same thing. We won't have a 3-and-D center unless you tell me we're gonna pull somebody else out. Giannis is, I'm gonna say this, everybody's gonna hate me. I question his IQ. He's been at the helm in Milwaukee for the past couple of years. The ball goes through him. They can't make it out of the first or second round. Tell me I'm lying. So how much better are we going to be?
So I can't agree with that, because they won the championship.
They had. Oh well, Chris Middleton was almost 50, 40, 90, if I'm not mistaken, and that's not what Jalen Brunson is. Your second best guy would be Jalen Brunson, and this time he's going to have to be not only clutch. We're going to have to depend on him in quarters 1 through 3 too, to be hitting those 3-pointers at 40%, not just in the fourth quarter. We're going to need him the whole game. I mean, that's how I feel. You tell me different, well, we can talk about that. But how do you feel about that?
No, I disagree. I don't want to. I'm not sure how much more you want to share, because you're on the clock, so I don't want to cut into your time. So what I would do, I'll respond when you get off.
All right.
And if you have a question, I also will answer when you get off, because I don't want to cut your time just in case you do want to talk more. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think I just want to hear your input on that.
Okay.
Curious.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
So Jalen Brunson right now where he is in his career, he's better than Dame Lillard. When Dame Lillard went to Milwaukee, yes, Dame is still Dame, but he ain't the Dame when 27 when he was shooting from half court, and he don't got the athleticism like that. And no, Jalen Brunson is a bona fide assassin, dog. And also, Brunson is somebody who played off the ball. Dame Lillard never played off the ball. Dame Lillard has to have the ball in his head. We seen Jalen Brunson play off the ball, right?
We've seen We've seen Jalen
Okay.
Brunson play off the ball under
Yeah.
different circumstances. I'm
Well,
not
this
too
will be
sure
different.
we can. It will be. I'm not too sure that Giannis is going to get him the ball the way Luka could get him the ball. We're talking about two different guys here getting people the ball. We're talking about IQ too. As far as IQ, if it were higher in Giannis, they would be better. As far as he is very athletic. He's tall. He's gifted. Love him. I don't mean no disrespect to him. But because he's not higher IQ, they're always going to be limited if he's the one making the decisions. And he's the one who's making the decisions first. If he's going to be first, I'm going to question if the Knicks could honestly make it. With him, go with the ball going through him. To me, Dame Lillard was still averaging 22 to 23 points when he came to the Bucks. Jalen Brunson is averaging 6 more points than that and pretty much at the same efficiency level. So
I hear you, brother. I'm gonna respond to after you get off. All right, yo, big time salute to the caller. I like the pushback. You know what I'm saying? I like the pushback. And everyone's entitled to their opinion, so he's not wrong for having an opinion. I just don't agree with his opinion. I'm gonna tell you right now. First off, Jalen Brunson would be the best player that Giannis has ever played with. Yeah, listen, I don't want to take nothing away from Chris Middleton. Great player. He's not on the same level as Jalen Brunson. Chris Middleton, I don't even think he was All-NBA team. You're talking about Jalen Brunson, who was 2-time All-NBA second team in a row and possibly will be first team this year. It's a whole nother level. It's a whole nother level. Plus, we're not demolishing our whole team. I'm telling y'all right now, and I know, oh my God, Wingstop had the greatest game last night. Wait till they have the next game when they get 2 and 10 and y'all gonna be dogging them again. I tell you what, Giannis never gets 2 points in the game. That's one thing I guarantee. Giannis will never just stand there and wait for his turn to score. And y'all gonna hear my complete trade package tonight, but the package is not Towns. The package is OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges and maybe Deuce McBride. Yes, I've heard Deuce's name mentioned as a young, talented player that would intrigue Milwaukee, right? And he doesn't make as much money, and they can go on their progress of tanking because we already know that the Portland Trailblazers want Mikal Bridges bad. So now, when you get Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I'm hoping that you could also get Bobby Portis, but it probably won't happen based on some of the mock trades that I've done. But if you get Giannis Antetokounmpo with Towns and Brunson, and you still got Hart Shammy, you still got Jordan Clarkson, you still got Tyler Kolek, right? You could still keep Mitchell Robinson, even though I want Mitch to go on the trade, but you still will have a good team around him. So it's not like you making the trade and now the team is just going to be bad and the notion that you gutted your team. But yes, I disagree with that caller because I hear what he's saying and I understand his reservation, but I used to also think that Brunson and Giannis won't be compatible. And another thing too, Giannis is a point guard. Trust me, I was like, nah, he ain't a point guard. Yo, Giannis makes good decisions with the ball in his hand. When he's running that 4-5 pick and roll, it's deadly. Because most centers suck at guarding pick and roll and pick and pop scenarios, especially pick and pop scenarios. Most centers are trash at that. So now when they run that 4-5 pick and roll and Jokic got to get out there and guard Giannis and Sangoon got to get out there and guard Giannis or the perimeter, what do you think he going to do? He going straight downhill. He running right through them. And now Towns is there. You can't blitz Giannis. Good luck blitzing Giannis. You're going to have to leave Towns because you know Towns is popping. Still the best shooting big of all time, even though his numbers don't look at this year. Still a crazy, crazy, crazy threat. I'm telling y'all, and this is a preface to my package tonight. Like I said, we'll be going live tonight to all the vampires, 11:45. Knicks Nocturne, 11:30, 45. Either way, it's a really late night show. So if you are a vampire, you want to hang out, you want to talk about more Giannis, but we also going to talk about some other Knicks topics too I need to get to. And then, of course, we got the morning show. So I do a night show and then a morning show. But definitely the only way to know this is you got to hit that subscribe button. And we definitely got to get the likes up. Big time salute to everybody in the building, man. If we're not at over 100 likes, it's a problem. As soon as you get in the building, definitely smash that like button. All right. So we could tell the algorithm that this is one of the most popping shows on YouTube, and then we could continue to rock out. Crim's dad, you gotta stop. Oh my God. He said the little box is stinky. Oh my God. Trade the little box for Giannis. No. While I don't think that I want to trade Towns, I'm not gonna be mad if we do trade Towns, Crim dad. I'm keeping it real. So if that's going to be the criteria, trust me, I'm riding with you. Trust me, I'm riding with you. We definitely need to get the likes up though. The super producer Maxine is like, man, we only got 67 likes. We got to get to 100 likes. Man, we get to 100 likes, we're going to give away a membership. Let's go. Let's get them likes up, man. All right. We need the likes to be at least 100, but then there it needs to get to 200, but we need the likes at least 100. Big time salute to the chat. The chat is lit right now. Crim's dad, you got to stop. Mellow Mike, confusing situation. Okay. Going through this for one guy. What are you talking? Mellow Mike, this is not one guy. This is a 2-time MVP. All NBA defensive player. Yo, Mellow Mike, you do know in our 80 years in Knicks history, we don't have an All NBA of 2-time All. Okay, let me get my thoughts right. In our 80-year history, Mellow Mike, we don't have a 2-time MVP. We only have one MVP. One. And he's not, and it goes, you got to go back 55 years for one guy. This is the 2-time MVP. This is not one guy. That's another thing. He said, oh, the Milwaukee Bucks, he hadn't had success with the Bucks. He won the championship. Are we forgetting that? The reason why the Milwaukee Bucks fell off the map is because their management is trash. They made terrible decisions. They fired the first coach. He just won the championship. They fired him. They have another guy. They won 30 games. They were 30-12. And they fired him and brought in Doc Rivers. And y'all going to say, oh, well, yeah, Giannis is the reason why they're not winning. Oh, you can't win with Giannis. No, that organization is trash. And watch the package that Giannis, I guarantee you, the package that they give up for Giannis is going to look crazy. And y'all going to be like, oh, this is not right. And I just pray that it's the Knicks. I just pray that it's the Knicks. I really do. But when we say this guy is a 2-time MVP. The only reason why he's not considered the best player in the world right now is because Milwaukee is trash. That's number one. But he plays in Milwaukee. No offense to the Bucks in Milwaukee. Salute to the people in Milwaukee. You got some good people in Milwaukee. I'm not trying to dump on none of y'all. But the bottom line of this whole scenario is that he needs a bigger pond. And New York is the only place that can accommodate what Giannis will bring to the table. So it's not one guy. It's not, that's hilarious. By the way, Mellow, I'm not sure if you saw it. To all the channel members, right? I got a video. I dropped it late night last night. I think it's called In the Case We Don't Get Giannis Antetokounmpo. If you are a channel member, you need, when this live goes off, you need to go watch that video. Because it will show you why we are going crazy. I love Ian Begley because he said the Knicks are aggressively, now, not that they're going after Giannis. Not that they're, oh, yeah, we would like to have him. No, aggressively. That means maximum supreme effort. You see Miami coming. You know that guy Pat Riley hates us. You think he wants Giannis to just come to New York? And he got to deal with this every year for the next 3, 4, 5 years? They don't want that. So they're trying to intercept and get Giannis. I'm pretty sure, and there may be some, but the entire majority, the entire whole, almost, not all 90, not all 100%, I say 98% of Miami Heat fans don't give a damn about who they got to give up to get Giannis. I guarantee you they're not saying, oh, man, it sure does suck to give up Tyler Hero for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Like, really? Tyler Hero's a one-time All-Star, dude. This dude he made 7 straight All-NBA first teams. 7 straight. And he would be there this year had he not had a crappy-ass organization play with his mind like that. So I don't know. Listen, y'all got to come to terms, man. Y'all got to come to terms that the time is now, bro. We only had one MVP one time. Why as Knicks fans, we got to have the 3rd best player, the 5th best player, the 9th best player, the 12th best? Why we can't get the top 3, the number 1 guy? Why we always got to have, oh, yeah, we got a good team. We got Allen Houston and Latrell Sprewell. Good players, yeah. Why we never got Jordan? That's a shame. We never got Magic Johnson. And now we have the opportunity to do that. And people are like, oh, I don't want to go get him because of what? Yeah, I want to stick with these guys. I don't want this to happen. But the next time OG Anunoby has 2 points in the game and Mikal Bridges is scared to shoot, I want to see what your comments are going to be, because I do a call-up show every night and I see it. But now these are the same guys y'all don't want to trade. Like, make it make sense. You don't have nothing in your franchise history to compare to what Giannis did. That's a fact. It's the truth. You could go back to, what's his name? Gallatin, whatever his name is from the 50s. You could go back all the way there. And he ain't on Giannis level. You could go to the great Richie Guerin. He ain't on Giannis level. Why we can never get these guys? We had some great talent in the 70s. Bob McAdoo, 3-time MVP. What happened to that? Well, I mean, I'm not 3-time MVP, 3-time scoring champion. What happened to that? When did we forget what we did in the 70s? We got Patrick Ewing and then became content. Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, he got Richie Guerin and the other dude from the 50s. They start with a G. I can't remember how to say his name. What are we talking about? Man, yo, listen, Leon Rose, salute to my man who said earlier, who was that? Was that my man from Queens? He said, listen, man. No, that was my man D from Los Angeles. He said, yo, you got Leon Rose. The time is now. If you want to be one of the greatest GMs in Knicks history, you got to go do something they never did. They never went and got a guy of this caliber. Well, I can't say that, because those guys in the 70s were really good. You know, none of them were 7 straight All-NBA first teams, but they were really good in the 70s. I'm not trying to knock the 70s. I love what those guys in the big time salute to the 70s, man. Big time. We got to get back to what we did in the 70s. In the 70s, we got some real hitters. Had Walt Clyde, Willis Reed, our only MVP. Then we went and got Earl Monroe. That's what we got to get, that star power. What are we talking about? Stars win championships. Not second-rate players. Not all-NBA second team. Oh, yeah, we got the second team guy. Let's go. Let's cheer them on. Yay. And it's no offense to nobody. I'm a Knicks fan that's been around for a little while now, and I'm tired of being second-rate. You say no to Giannis, you're saying no to the championship. Because none of you in the chat, besides one guy, there's one guy in the chat. His name is BS10258. None of you guys believe that, and he might not even believe this. None of you guys believe right now that we are the favorite to win the championship. None of y'all. None of y'all. It's a big fact. It's a big fact. Salute to my man Randall in the building. 646-995-8389. Call up. Let's have a discussion. Whether you agree or disagree, I'll let you get your time. I'm not someone that has to convince you to be on my side. I'm not going to cut you off. I'm not going to bang it on you. I'm not going to do none of that unless you get disrespectful. Then I'm going to bang it on you because I don't do disrespect. I talk basketball, bro. And if you want to talk basketball, 646-995-8389. I don't think Mellow Mike believes we can win the championship. Big time salute to my man JJ in the building. What's up, sir?
What's good, Karan? What's popping with you, brother? How we feeling?
Hey, man. Yo, man, these Knicks fans is getting on my nerves talking about we need to roll with the guys we got, man. Wait, go ahead, JJ. I'll put you on the clock. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. All right, so listen, OG and Bridges, yeah, last night they were amazing. But like you just said a minute or two ago, the next game they could have 2 points and 8 points. You know what I'm saying? 10 points combined.
Right.
Giannis is not pulling that stunt. He ain't doing that. He's not doing so. These people, I keep seeing, no way I'm trading OG for Giannis. Are you serious? Like, repeat that again, because you're out your mind. I like OG, but there's levels to this thing. There's levels. Come on, man. Giannis is not averaging 12 points and 3 rebounds for a whole playoffs. That's what OG averaged last year in the playoffs, the whole playoffs. You think Giannis is doing that? No way in hell. This is Giannis. And listen, the Garden, and just put it in the chat, Madison Square Garden deserves to have superstars. This is the most iconic building in sports. I don't care what anybody says. It doesn't deserve players like Bridges and role players. It deserves the best of the best. Yes. And that's what Giannis is. That's what Giannis is. And we deserve that. The Garden deserves that. So you
the city deserves that. Let's go.
Yes, the city deserves that. Do I think we're the favorite? No, just because supposedly the rumors are that they want a young gem, which the Knicks do not have, right? We know this. We don't have that. And they want the picks. Picks, maybe, especially if they wait until the offseason, we can offer more, you know, picks-wise. But I still don't think we're the favorite right now. You know, like, what if the Spurs offer, say, a Castle or a Dylan Harper? Those are young gems. And we don't have that.
1 minute.
You know. So, you know, I love this news. I think that's still
the clock. Yeah, we on the clock. Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
We on the clock.
I was having fun today with some sounds.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got, man. Like I said, the Garden deserves the best, and Giannis is the best. So if you could get it done, you get it done. You give up what you got to give up. Appreciate you, my brother.
Yo, big time, JJ.
Salute, man.
Salute. I'm going to piggyback on some of the things my man JJ said. One of the sources there, I don't remember who it was. Anyway, I showed it earlier. One of the sources said that they want a young gem or picks. Not just a young gem and picks, or picks. We can get those Portland picks. Oh, yeah, got the clock. I might as well just let it go off on myself. But big time salute to Matt C for recording that earlier. We were having some fun. And that's the game. But we could get those Portland picks, those Milwaukee picks from Portland, and send it back to Milwaukee. Those would be the most valuable picks that anybody could trade Milwaukee, because now they control their own destiny for the next 4 years. So yes, we may not have the young gem, but we could get the picks. And but yeah, everything else he said, man, I think on the money. And also, this was a while back, but the Spurs, OKC, and Houston said they were not interested in the Giannis trade. What's going on? Mike from Harlem, the PA. What's the deal?
Yo, what's good, man?
Yo, we having fun, man.
Tripping.
Let's go. Let's get on the clock. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, listen. I just heard this dude, Bridges, on the post game interview talking about he was feeling entitled and all this stuff. You think that type of stuff is going on if Giannis is in the locker room?
Oh, hell no.
You think people are talking or even thinking like that if Giannis is in he has no business even feeling entitled or anything. And I don't think that's just him. I think that's many of the other players on the team who are not even proven acting that way.
Right.
Yo, get these guys out of here, man. They have no they can't even polish Giannis' shoes. They can't like these dudes. You know in the what's that joint? Goodfellas. Wait up, go get your shine box. That's
right. Classic. Let's go.
Hey, yo, Bridges, go get your shine box, man. Get out of here with that. I cannot believe these guys are really going to bat for these unproven players when we have an opportunity to get a guy like you said who's a first teamer, MVP,
yes,
won a championship. Why don't we put a guy like that next to Brunson, man? Instead of what we have right now, it just don't make sense. It just don't make sense.
It don't make no sense, man. I don't understand it. Like, it's like, you know what it is? We just used to being second rate. We good with being the second place team in the East. Yeah, let's go. Like, come on.
It's a part of human nature. Human nature always wants to root for the underdogs, and I get it. We want to root for the underdogs. We want to root. New York, it wants to be gritty. The guys you don't expect to come and knock you out. I get it. I get it. But it just doesn't work in the NBA, and the type of talent that we have are playing around us. You know, you need a caliber player like that, and I know Brunson can be that, but I think why not add a person like Giannis onto the team with him? It just don't make sense. But I appreciate you taking my call, man. Salute.
No doubt. I appreciate it, man.
All right, peace.
Knicks Tape Madness Discord server in the building. Mike from Harlem, the PA. Oh, once again, I keep forgetting to post this, but big time salute to Mike because he donated a Tyler Kolek autograph card and J-Tap got it. So I'm gonna post that later, man. But yo, keep the calls coming, man. He said something in that trade. I mean, polish Giannis' shoes. If I could comment on that really quickly before I get to the next calls, let me tell you something. In the next 20 years, no one's going to remember these dudes. No one's going to remember the guys who you don't want to trade for the guy. Like, we got to stop, man, and get those likes up. Uh-oh, what's going on? J-Tap in the house, Knicks Tape Madness Discord server. Let's go. What's up?
What's going on, my man? How you doing?
Hey, yo, we having some fun. We talking Giannis tonight. What say you?
Look, man.
Let's go.
I'm in a chat and I can't type fast enough, so I had to call in.
Okay, let's go.
My thing is, I heard a lot of people say the Knicks deserve this and deserve the star players and deserve the top. I've been around a long time, and I've seen this story played out over and over and over again, and I ain't never seen it happen. So I'm not gonna sit here and try to invest all my time, all my energy into something that's not here right now. Giannis ain't coming, people. He ain't coming.
Okay.
He don't want to be here. Leon's not gonna get him, and Milwaukee don't want to trade him here. So my thing is, get Giannis off your brain. Let's move on what we got. I'm saying if you can make improvements for the team, I'm with it. But it ain't gonna be Giannis. If you got to trade Cat, trade Cat. If you got to trade Hart, trade Hart.
I got you.
But we keeping Mitch.
Nah, he got to go too. Mitch is out of here, dog. He on the first thing smoking. Trust me. If this trade is happening, Mitch is out of here. Trust me. Yeah. But go ahead. I don't want to take your call.
No, you're good. I'm not saying I don't want Giannis here because I've never seen a player like that in Knicks history here, and I want to see it. But at the same time, I can't do it, man. I can't.
Okay, I respect it.
He's not coming here. And that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I respect it.
Oh, was that my signal?
I respect it. No, go ahead. No, you good.
Oh, okay.
You got time.
I'm done. I'm good though. I'm headed back to the chat and start rabble-rousing a little bit up in there.
Oh, and also really quickly, because remember you are a hardcore Knicks fan plus, so you do get one call back. So if you are triggered later, you could call back one time. You are a hardcore plus, so I just want to let you know that.
Okay, I might call in. Where's Yuri at?
Right.
Has he called in yet? No Yuri today?
I don't think Yuri called in today. Nah.
All right, then. Well,
All right, big time salute.
All right, then.
1 minute.
Peace. Big time salute to my man Crim's Dad for the super chat. I see you, Crim's Dad. He says, Cat plus Deuce and 2 first-round picks in the offseason and maybe Bridges. Let's run it this year and see it as I still believe. The only problem with your theory, Crim's Dad, and I don't care if that's the package. I don't have favorites in the deal, by the way. I don't have favorites. But here's the problem, Crim's Dad. I just need to let you know something. It depends on how much salary you take back, if you have to take back salary. But if this trade goes down and it's just that, and like let's say you just get Giannis, then you could keep there's a good chance you might get Mitchell Robinson. The problem that I want to share with you, Crim's Dad, is that to all my wait till the summer people, you're going to be hard capped at that second apron. So that means you can't go into the second apron to further build your team. So you will be limited if you wait till next season, and it depends on what you get in the Giannis return package. So keep that in mind. While I hear you, Crim's Dad, you got to keep that in mind. By the way, another thing I want to make sure I reiterate, like I told J-Tap, because he's a hardcore Knicks fan plus channel member, big time salute to him. He could call back. He gets 1 callback option. If you do want to call back the show, you can send a $5 callback to either the Cash App or the Super Chat, and you will be in there. The Cash App, once again, is $/TheObjectiveFan. It'll pop up as soon as this little subscribe thing disappears. That's if you do want to call back. All right? So that option is there for you if you want to call back. But big time salute to you, Crim's Dad. That trade could happen, but if you want Mitchell Robinson, and I know you do, because you're a part of the Mitchette community, you need to make sure they're not taking back more salary. Because if they do have to take a Drew Holiday, which they would more than likely in this scenario, then Mitchell Robinson is out of here. Okay, I just want to say that for the Mitchettes. Keep the calls coming, 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. If I miss your call, I will call you back because the calls are starting to pick up. Hey, caller.
Yes,
let the people know your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Mac out of Texas.
Mac out of Texas. So are you a Knicks fan? Not that it matters, but are you a Knicks fan?
I'm a Knicks fan from the 60s and 70s. I saw the Bush Reed, Frazier, Bradley, Monroe, Barnett, that whole game.
Oh, okay. So you go. So you know what I'm talking about. Them guys back in the day, they were getting star players.
They were getting star players. You know, a couple of things is different. I mean, the league is a lot bigger now.
Of course.
Yeah. That's a factor. But,
right.
you know,
100%.
I'll say this real quick, and this is my first time calling. I think what a lot of people see here, and I kind of am one of them, I remember what happened with the Melo trade and how we basically gutted the team for this one guy. And not necessarily Melo's fault, but it didn't deliver us a championship. The other thing is this. If I remember correctly, right now, the main players on the table would be Karl Anthony Towns and Giannis, all right? So you go ahead and make that trade whether the third team is involved or not, all right? Now what you're talking about is betting on Mitchell Robinson to stay healthy. I kind of like the idea myself. I think it's worth the gamble. But are you ready for Mitch and then Ariel Hukporti as the backup center? And then, God forbid, if Robinson gets hurt, now you've got Hukporti, and who's next?
Right. I hear you. I'm not sure if you're done, because I will respond once your call ends to what you just said, or if you want me to respond now, it will cut into your call time.
Go right ahead.
Oh, yeah. So a couple of things. First off, I love Melo. He is not Giannis Antetokounmpo. Carmelo Anthony never was NBA first team. He never was an MVP. He never was a finals MVP. He never had 50 points in the finals. I love him. One of my favorite players. He is not Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? That's one. Two, to stick with Melo really quickly, that Timothy Mozgov and Danilo Gallinari, listen, only people who fans of those teams remember those players. No one else in the world remembers who those guys are. Only us, because we love the Knicks. And you go back to way back in the day. Only us know those players. So I don't really care about it because that team was horrible. That team won like 30-something games. They wasn't doing nothing without Melo. Melo came, took us to the playoffs for the first time in how many years? Melo made the playoffs for the first 3 years of his career here, and it just wasn't good enough. A lot of it was health, a lot of it was old players, but and as far as the Mitchell Robinson part that you put in, he will be in the deal. In my deal, I'm trading Mitchell Robinson. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to y'all. I know there's a lot of Mitchettes in the chat. Y'all love Mitchell Robinson. He's out of here for me. I need centers that can pick and pop. So my goal would be to get a Bobby Portis to come to New York, and I don't want to trade Towns. I'm trading Wingstop. But that's how I see the trade. I'm not sure if you want to respond to that. Well, we got 10 seconds. I appreciate your call, brother. I got your name locked in, so the next time you call, I know exactly who you are. Big time salute. All right. Big time salute to my man calling out of Texas. Knicks fans everywhere. You know, I only asked the question because I want to know who I'm talking to. If you're not a Knicks fan, I gotta brace for the hate. But a lot of Knicks fans are all over the place. Yeah, to all you Melo people, there's no comparison to what Carmelo was to what Giannis is. And the package that we have to give up for Giannis won't be as exhaustive. You're talking about, like Crim's dad said, let's use his package. Cat, Deuce, and Bridges. Okay, that's not the end of the world. It really isn't. It really isn't. You still got Hart. You still got OG. You still got Sherman. You still got Mitch, But the trade has to get done now in order to keep – I'm keeping it real. If they wait till the summertime, Mitch is out of here. Mitch is out of here because they're going to be a first apron team, right? And you're really going to have to gut your team to have salary. That was the challenge last offseason when we signed Gershon Yabusele. Remember, we couldn't go over that certain mark. This is something that nobody's talking about. But you heard it here first. Just remember when they start talking about – let's remember if Giannis goes to the summer, just remember when people start talking about, oh, the limitations of the aprons. You see, it benefits I don't want to say it benefits Milwaukee. Not necessarily the package-wise, but Milwaukee gets to see what they get. Milwaukee gets a chance to see if they get the first pick. Because if the Milwaukee gets the first pick of the draft, trust me, the Giannis trade is way different. But if the Milwaukee gets the 10th pick in the draft, oh, man, they're going to be trying to get an arm and a leg for Giannis because they know that they didn't get what they really wanted. So that's why if I'm Giannis, I'm going into the office right now. And I'm like, yo, brother, I love y'all, but y'all need to trade me now. I'm not waiting till the offseason to go. We're going to wait for Mikal Bridges to be available February 1st, and that's when the deal needs to happen. If I'm Giannis, that's what I'm saying. Or if I'm Giannis, I want to go to Minnesota, send me to Minnesota right now. But Giannis, it only hurts his options and his future team because now that team is going to be limited in their moves. Like if we get Giannis now, we can go into the second apron next summer and sign whoever the hell we want. You might get, let's say, trying to think of a good example of a person. Somebody who's a veteran who thinks they're going to get a bag, they don't get a bag, and now they might sign for the mid-level. Hell, listen, I'm not saying this will happen, but what if LeBron James says, you know what? I want to go to New York to win a championship. I'm going to sign for the minimum exception. What if LeBron said that? And now you as a first apron team hard cap, you can't sign him. But as a second apron team, you can sign him. So the politics of the aprons matter here. And that's why Milwaukee wants to wait to the summer. They want to wait to the summer. But it won't necessarily benefit them either because Giannis could eventually say, yo, I'm only going to this place. So that he could always pull that card out at any point. So once he pulls that card out, now you got to accept whatever limited package that team can send to you. Versus right now, it's a lot easier to get deals done during the season. Because teams are more desperate, more willing to see, oh, okay, we trash. I want to move off of this. Boom. You wait till the summer, a lot of guys become free agents. So now it's less people you could trade for, like Mitchell Robinson. Now you can't trade for him because he's a free agent. So it really doesn't benefit nobody to wait till the summer. I'm keeping it funky. But it kind of benefits Milwaukee from seeing what pick they get. So they can see how they'll navigate, because it'll be a different navigation tool. Trust me. They get that first pick, they don't really care about getting super talent. They just want picks. If they get that first pick, they're going to be more pick focused. If they get the 10th pick, they're going to need someone to sell to Milwaukee. And that's what they're valuing right now. They're valuing how to sell a product to their constituents. It's that simple. 646-995-8389. Once again, if you want to call back, you can. That option's on the table. You know, I know the chat's crazy right now. Big time salute to my man Crim's dad once again. You know, I feel you in your trade pursuits to try to keep Mitch. You see, but this is the problem. If you're making trades because you want to keep somebody, that means you're not putting the Knicks first. You're putting that player first. How much of a Knicks fan are you if you're not trading certain guys because you feel as though, oh, yeah, I want to keep these guys. But those guys might be the guys they want. Like Portland wants Mikal Bridges. It's strongly reported. It's been reported that the Portland Trailblazers are interested in him. Bad. And they want to come off of Jrue Holiday's contract. So, like, what are we saying? Nobody's going to remember these guys 30 years from now. And Mike, by the way, I saw that comment. He said, yo, I don't trust these guys 100%. None of you in the chat can guarantee or feel as though the Knicks are going to win the championship. Like we're the favorites to win. None of y'all believe that. None of y'all. And if y'all say that, y'all capping. And y'all better. And if you are saying that, I need you to call up the next time the Knicks lose one of them embarrassing losses and keep that same energy. I need that. Let's see. Oh man, the chat is lit. It's moving too fast. Listen, if you want me to read the chat, man, send in a super chat. Also, call up. 646-995-8389. Call up and voice your opinion. I'm curious to hear more of these takes, man. And listen, and you think this show's crazy? Tonight's going to be even more crazy because I'm gonna give you my true trade packages. And yeah, some of your beloved Knicks, your favorite Knicks, are out of here. Ooh, okay. I seen that, J-Tap. If that's the case, then he's in the package. We need to put all hands on deck. If teams want him, then he has to go. Sorry. If I could get Bobby Portis, yeah, I'm putting that man in the deal. Bobby Portis is the best three-point shooting. He's the best three-point shooter percentage-wise in the league. In the league. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. But I'll be back with more of your calls after these messages. I also want to take a moment to shout out another partner, Talkspace. We talk a lot about performance, discipline, and consistency, but none of that exists without the mental side being right. Talkspace gives you private access to licensed professionals so you can work on things like stress, focus, motivation, emotional control, and life balance. This isn't about something being wrong with you. This is about building mental strength the same way you build anything else with the right support. If you're carrying pressure, trying to stay sharp, or just want a space to think clearly and move better, Talkspace is a real resource. You can check them out right through the link in the description, Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. Talkspace, mental performance for support for real life. Big time salute to the sponsors. Everything that we have on this channel could be found on Linktree, and there's special offers, all types of discounts. All you have to do is go check out linktree.com/TheObjectiveFan. And of course, Talkspace is tools for clarity, discipline, and mental strength. So you could go check it out now and save and get the help and also the consultation that you need. But listen, and then, you know, speaking of sponsors, some of you Knicks fans need to look into the Talkspace because y'all bugged out, bro. I swear, I don't know what it is, man. This is why I became the Objective Fan, because back in the day, I used to be super delusional. Super delusional. Oh, John Wallace was the best rookie. We went in the championship. Yeah. Had no chance in the world to win the goddamn championship. When we got Stephon Marbury, we going to the championship. That was me. once I seen Marbury fail and Isaiah Thomas fail and all of these things, I had to become objective, especially since I started coming into manhood and all that stuff. I had to let go of this notion that everything Knicks is great. Everything Knicks is great. And so then I had to redeem myself and become the objective fan, because when I became the objective fan, I was able to look at things more, accepting the reality of things, that your team is not the best. Your team is trash. Right? I never said that. I never said the Knicks was trash during the Isaiah Thomas Marbury ever. And then after that, I mean, when Melo came, I was hyped, but I still was kind of like, I don't think we going. Yeah, I thought we could beat Miami, but I still wasn't like how I was with it. And then once we got to like the mid-teens, I was like, yo, we trash, bro. Like it's trash. And then we start falling in love with players like Frank Ntilikina. I feel like a lot of you Mitchell Robinson fans are Frank Ntilikina fans, man. I really do believe it. I really do believe it. That some of you Mitchell Robinson fans, y'all were Frank Ntilikina fans. Keep it real. If you were a Frank Ntilikina fan, put like a hand up emoji. If you was because some of y'all I recognize off rip, but if you was a Frank Ntilikina-ite, right? I used to call y'all the Ntilikiniacs. I had a crazy name for the Frank Ntilikiniacs or something like that. I don't know what it was, but put them hands up in the air if you was riding with Frank Ntilikina, man. Know what I'm saying? Don't try to act like now, oh yeah, I wasn't rocking with Frank Ntilikina. Nah, I wasn't. Y'all know y'all was. And I used to tell y'all then, y'all bugged out. I've been through that phase where everything the Knicks do is great. Yeah. Hell no. In fact, you could argue nothing that we do is great. So, man, I don't know, man. 646-995-8389. Call up. Let me know. You voice your opinion. And look, leave Frankie alone. Look at that. See that? I know y'all here. Uh-oh, Mellow Mike, defensive stop. See that? I know it. I know it. And a lot of you guys love Mitchell Robinson the same way. In your minds, Mitchell Robinson is untradeable. And it's laughable to me. There's nobody in the league that's untradeable besides Wemby. I'm keeping it real. He's the only one that no one is trading, no one for. Anybody else is getting packaged and up out of here. SGA already been traded. I said SGA wasn't tradable, but he already been traded. I know he was younger, but it's hard to say you untradeable when you already were traded. You know what I'm saying? The only way you could be untradeable is if you have a no trade clause. Look at Giannis. He's about to get up out of there. Will Jokic be next? I don't know. The Euro's on the move. Luka got traded. Good point, JJ. Luka got traded. Anybody could be traded, bro. Anybody, bro. Like, that's cap. Let's cut the cap. Anybody could be traded, man. But listen, I will be back tonight, Knicks Nocturnal, 11:30. If you're a vampire, be here, be squared. We got more to talk about, Giannis trades and more. I do appreciate all of y'all. And until next time, as always, let's go.